Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Rick Wallace, founder and CEO of the Visionetics Institute. And I just wanted to take a few minutes to introduce you to the Visionetics Institute and to critical mass, which is an element and part of what I do at the Visionetics Institute. For almost 30 years now, I have been a person who has been enamored with the idea of being able to help people become better at being their best selves, to have a vision and then discover what is necessary within themselves to achieve the vision. I believe that everyone has a gift, everyone has a talent, everyone has the capacity to become something better, to become something greater. And I've studied everything from psychology, sociology, cybernetics, neuro-linguistic programming, neurological remapping, and even um quantum physics, which plays a major role in the movement. If you've ever heard of the law of attraction, you get a great understanding of how the law of attraction works when you understand quantum physics at some level. But I use all of these mechanisms and techniques in helping my clients move to the next level. I call it next level living, or living life at the level of your design. And what I do at the Visionetics Institute, if you want to learn more about it, you can visit the official site, which is www.rickwallacephd.link. Again, that's www.rickwallacephd.link. You learn a lot about what I do there, some of the programs I offer, some of the resources I have, paid and free, there. Now, critical mass is an element or component or a new focus that I'm getting at. Critical mass in science or in nuclear physics is that point in time when all of the components and elements necessary to create a desired nuclear reaction are present. So, in the essence of life, critical mass is the moment in time when you've accumulated all of the things that are necessary for you to take you to that next level or to help you reach that desired goal. I specialize in helping people reach critical mass through a number of different processes and approaches. If you had to define what I do, I guess you could call it life coaching on steroids. It's so much more than simply coaching someone along or advising someone. It's literally helping a person reach down and find themselves. One book that I've written, I'm actually working on critical mass, which is book number 20. And one book I've written prior to that is Your Mind is the Genesis of Your Destiny. It talks about the power of the mind, your thoughts, to literally lay out and control your destiny and your future. What you think consistently is what you become. It's been said numerous times by numerous people in multitudinous ways. You are what you think. As a man thinketh, so is he. You name it, it's been said. But most people say it in passing, or they say it and think about it on a superficial level. But the truth of the matter is, what you think literally are the seeds that create the future circumstances and realities that you experience. Your thoughts have energy, they have frequency, they create vibrations. Those frequencies and vibrations that they create resonate with other frequencies and vibrations that are equal to them. So, resonation is the alike attraction of frequency. So, if I'm in a anger or a negative frequency, a low vibration, where I'm doubtful, I'm worried, I'm full of anxiety, I'm always angry and bitter, whatever the situation is, if I'm functioning down there the vast majority of the time, then what I'm attracting to me is like energy. So I'm getting a lot of negative feedback from life, from the universe. It's giving me back what I'm giving it. So if you want better things out of life, if you want more out of life, if you want to start to see yourself achieve, you have to raise your vibration, you raise your frequency, your energy. This isn't a philosophy. This is science. This is actually something that has been proven that everything on this planet is energy. Everything on this planet has energy has a frequency, and then frequencies resonate. And so, what we have to do in order to have things that are what we consider now out of our reach is we have to first of all change who we are. You don't get what you want, you get who you are. If it's something you're wanting out of life, but you haven't attained it yet, it's because you have not yet become what you need to become to have it. You can wish for it all day long. You can follow all of the blueprints and the strategies that other people give you. But until you develop inside of yourself and grow into the person that will be that, and you have the capacity within you, you have it. But if you don't grow into it, if you don't raise your standards, which will automatically cause for you to lower your tolerance for excuses, for mediocrity, for poor performances. You will always find yourself lacking in the areas necessary to advance yourself. You raise your standard you raise your level of living by raising your standard for yourself and the performances. Critical mass is the next phase of growing this company out and expanding. I've done an unbelievable job. My success rate with my clients are in the upper 90, 98.5, somewhere up in there percentage. And the only time that people have not experienced success is when they quit. So you have to be willing to go the distance. You have to be willing to experience some discomfort. You have to be willing to accept the fact that you're not where you need to be. And so there are some things you're going to have to change about who you are, where you are, and what you are doing. And some people are simply just not ready to make that change. They're not ready to go through that discomfort. They want the promise without the process. And I tell people all the time, process always precedes promise. There's always going to be a process that precedes any promise of your potential, any promise of life to you. You've got to go through the process in order to have it. Well, anyway, critical mass is coming in a number of different ways. First and foremost, I am in the final stages of book number 20, which is Critical Mass, the comprehensive guide to living life at the level of your design. I go through all of the things that techniques I use, the focus and points of advancing oneself, everything from being able to completely remap your neurological setup that houses your memories, that basically functions as the storehouse for your belief system. How to remap that, how to actually remap that. And it's a process, and it can be done in a relatively short period of time. I go through all of that. Another phase of critical mass is the critical mass event, which is going to be initially twice a year, um, at the beginning of the year, and then somewhere along the line, sometime in the summer. These events are going to be a minimum of 3 days, 30 hours of nothing but packed energy and opportunities of change. And I'm not a motivational speaker, even though I lecture and I speak and people are highly energized when I speak. I'm not a motivational speaker. What I am is a person that may inspire you, but I take you to places that you haven't visited mentally and introduce you to possibilities you didn't know exist or you thought were impossible or not within your grasp. I show you how to go in and change things. And some of the things you will learn on the spot, while you will not experience a complete change in this weekend, it will be a weekend, 3 days. You will experience some massive changes in your life if you're willing to engage them. And I'm going to be doing that, the book, and then there's going to be a year-long course for individuals and business owners of how to advance themselves and reach that next level in whatever it is they're doing. The next level in marriage, the next level in parenting, the next level in business. I'm going to be showing you how you graduate to next level living by changing first and foremost your belief systems. You've got to get rid of those beliefs that are limiting what you demand and expect from yourself. Those limiting beliefs have set a parameter, a mental parameter in your mind that will not allow you to challenge anything that causes for you to walk outside of that box. That box was placed there by someone early in your life that set the parameters, or some experience you went through that set the parameters, and you've been living life based on that belief. And that is where you have to work and change. So it's going to be a combination of the course, and the course is a year-long course, and it is significant engagement by a qualified expert in the field. There will be people who will actually get a chance to work with me. That's in a specific area of the program, or you will be paired with someone who I have vetted and consider to be qualified to teach and train. Also, uh, you will I mean, it's a number of different things that's laid out. Obviously, in doing this, it's cost involved. I've pretty much self-financed almost everything I do. I do a lot of work in the community, and actually this business is one of the ways I finance that, but I finance pretty much the growth of the business. But what I need to do to scale this out now is calling for me to reach out to you guys and ask for help. What you can contribute to this project will be immensely appreciated, and it will be a contribution not to just myself, but to the people that I serve in the world around me. And it would allow me to expand my reach far beyond what I am currently capable of doing and taking this to the masses. This is something that can change the life of anybody who will engage. Again, this isn't philosophy. This isn't hope and wish. This is a proven, every technique that I use to work with my clients is scientifically proven to work over and over and over again. I call them the laws. These laws that I operate under and use are immensely powerful. You go back, you look at the Earl Nightingales, the Zig Ziglars, the Jim Rohns, the Bob Proctors, the Tony Robbins, the Les Browns. All of these guys are using these principles. I've taken the best of everybody and studied them for the last almost 30 years to come to this point to be able to work with my clients and produce and give them what I've given them. Now I want to take it to the world, and I'm asking you to help with that. For anybody that makes a contribution of at least $50, you'll get a copy of a signed copy of Critical Mass, which is book number 20. This book alone is priceless because if you follow the steps in this book, you don't even have to follow them all. If you follow one or two, your life will change. If you get totally involved, engaged, and follow them all, there's absolutely no end of the potential of the possibilities that you have. I'm setting this book up to deliver everything that I've delivered over the course of my life, and it's going to be there. Um, if you donate more than $100, you'll get a free 30-minute consultation, which is worth $200. If you donate $500, you will actually get two complete life change sessions, which are worth um, 750 individually, are in the package. My bronze package starts at almost $3,000. So you get an idea of what I'm doing. I'm not asking you to give nothing, give and receive nothing, even though giving sometimes just knowing that something will come back is great. But if you, like I said, if you give 50, you're going to get the book, which is priceless. If you give 100, you're going to get a free consultation. If you give 500, you're going to get something that will completely change your life and get you started on the right track. Once again, I want to thank you for lending me your time. Your help and contributions will be greatly appreciated. A lot of this is going to go to bringing in the right people who have already identified that I want to work with. A large portion will definitely have to go to marketing and branding to build the awareness of what it is that's going on and take that to the next level. And so we're talking about building the team and building the branding campaigns, which is immensely important moving forward. And I've identified all of the parts and components. I just need to be able to make sure I can take care of that financially before moving on. Uh, so that's it. Once again, thank you. There's something I always say when I'm speaking, when I'm lecturing, or when I'm engaging anyone, and that is, I plan to die on E. I am going to live my life on full so that I can leave this world not having left 1 ounce of unactualized potential on the table. And that's what I work with my clients to do, is to make sure you don't take your potential to the grave. And with that being said, I'm out of here. Once again, thank you. You guys have an awesome day.